Good evening, everyone. I am Tyrus the Warlock. It is good to see you guys again on this hump day. We have a couple things to get into. Want to give you guys some quick updates, but man, it's been a lot just to keep you guys updated on what I've been going on this week. I still been working on my AI, trying to get this memory really down pat, really trying to get this conversation uh making it sound more human, I guess. It's just a fun little project, but it keeps me busy, especially with this weather up here in Northeast Ohio, guys. Right? It's snowing. We just had a meteor hit the other day. It's been all kinds of nonsense. But it's been so much news going on, guys. I hardly got any clips. I really just want to do a quick recap, and I really want to get into the topic of why a lot of smart people, a lot of intelligent people, they fall for a lot of dumb shit. They end up believing a lot of dumb things. There's a couple of reasons why. Hopefully, you guys could hop up on here and talk after I get through my monologue and everything. But you know, once we get through the update, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But first, guys, just to catch you guys up on some of the news, man. The top intelligent official, Joe Kent, resigned over the Iran war the other day. All right. He was not feeling any of the strikes in Iran. He actually was not receiving intelligence briefings for the last few months um because of his objections to the Iran war. Remember, Joe Kent was appointed and confirmed as the national security chief for, I believe, in July 2025, and we had struck Iran's nuclear facilities the month prior in June. So that's right now. That's a big thing. Uh, Trump already kind of tossed Tulsi Gabbard under the bus. Obviously that was one of her guys too. So it's going all kinds of way. Mandrell's in the building. Hey, shout out to you, Mandrell. Yeah. Uh I support, I'm with Joe Kent just because he's one of us, Mandrell, even though some of this politics, but on this one for sure, man, you gotta call it like how it is. Uh Obi-Wan, your head is shiny. I know, man. I don't know if it's because I got this floodlight right above mine. But hey, man, that's how it is. And Tammy says bald is beautiful. I agree. Thank you. But uh uh Paul Bennett, Mr. Paul's in the building. Shout out to Mr. Paul. Thank you, man. Uh so we also got Trump admitting, guys, Trump admitting on live television that maybe we shouldn't even be in Iran. Like, that's crazy. You got Pete Hegseth yapping on stage with Captain Obvious level analysts here. Like, just straight up, just airhead shit, right? But of course, Hegseth is treating this like a toy. And I've said it before, guys, with Pete Hegseth. Look, I'm all for giving people a shot that might not necessarily have the traditional qualifications that you see in that job, aka DEI. But Pete Hegseth has been a colossal failure. Guys, I was telling people, like, Pete Hegseth is not going to work, and unfortunately, all he does is prove us right, okay, and prove me right. Like, guys, Pete Hegseth's a drunk. He's a moron. Uh, he thinks he's playing Call of Duty. All right. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Honestly, guys, I'm not exaggerating. I really wish Condoleezza Rice or somebody was back. Like, if you're gonna, guys, Republicans, conservatives, if you're gonna get some neocons and some war hawks in there, get somebody who knows what the hell they're doing, please. Okay. Get somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. Guys, our military, the most powerful military in the world, according to Trump, our $1 trillion military, we can't even hold down the Strait of Hormuz. We're superior in every aspect of our military except when it matters the most. That's not a capability problem. That's a leadership problem. All right. Paul Bennett says DEI is not about giving unqualified people a shot. Paul Bennett, I agree. But unfortunately, and this is why we're going to get into it later, most of our Americans don't frame DEI like that. They want to talk about it from a vague, shallow end of the pool. So we got to bring it like that, or we have to introduce it like that, unfortunately, Mr. Bennett. So on top of everything going on, we got people like Tucker Carlson and Joe Kent himself, by the way. If you guys go read and if you guys want to read his resignation letter, they still treat Trump with kid gloves, right? They're still acting like, oh, none of this is Trump's fault. He's just listening to bad advice. Who hired these people? Donald Trump. At some point, if you keep hiring people who give you bad advice, you gotta point to the guy at the top, right? You can't be going, well, Trump keeps giving bad advice. Well, Trump clearly doesn't hire good people then. I mean, Trump just called Joe Kent a weakling. Well, then why'd you appoint him? If he was weak on foreign policy and terrorism, then why did you appoint him in the first place? Right? But same thing with another example, Jerome Powell, right? The Federal Reserve chief. All Trump does is talk shit about him nonstop. Well, bro, why'd you appoint him? That's your hire. But that's the thing, man. It's never Trump's fault. It's always someone else. Just like, unfortunately, guys, we got confirmation that it was our Tomahawk missile that struck that school in Iran and killed 168 children. Right? We're grown here. This is YouTube. I've looked up all the rules and crap. Yeah, they were killed. And that's absolutely okay to say on the stream, because we got to call it what it is, guys. We are villains. Just to be clear in how much crap we put ourselves in. Only one country in the world produces Tomahawk missiles: the United States. The United States only sells Tomahawk missiles to two countries, England and France. England and France, guys, are not in the war with us. No, it was not Iran did not somehow get their hands on a Tomahawk missile and bomb their own school. That was us. Our military's already confirmed this us. Even Pete Hegseth himself couldn't even deny it. We got a 57-9. I'm just going to call it 57 in the building. Like Dems did while Biden was in, you hater. Bro, you see this what about, guys? Right now, Trump is in office, and you still can't stop talking about Biden. Right? Right now, you windmilling like JD Vance, bro. Like somehow the gas prices are also Biden's fault. Right? Like let me guess. Trump right now is embarrassing himself on the world stage against Iran because of Biden too. Like y'all just be yapping. All right. Speaking of that, our allies, because of Donald Trump, refuse to back us. And damn, guys, it's almost as if you start a global trade war and you make it specifically hard against your own allies, you talk shit about your next door neighbor, calling them the 51st state. You get into a screaming match with the Danish prime minister over Greenland, which is already under NATO protection. You constantly threaten to pull out of NATO, and then you start an unprovoked war, and you're wondering why nobody wants to back you. Do you guys not hear Donald Trump? First, he said, we won. Then we said, we're winning. Then he says, well, we need help. Then he goes to England and says, no, we don't need your help. We don't need your warships. Then he walks that back and says, no, we need NATO's help. We need their help to secure the Strait of Hormuz. And then he just walked that back again. Guys, if you're a world leader from another country, why in God's name would you sign up your soldiers for this nonsense? You see the other world leaders, they're not. All right. Black Proud, what up, play? It's about time that you started your own channel, aka Blackhawk. Yeah, man, I told you, man. Hey, I've been on it for like 3-4 weeks now, man. Keep it going. Hey, right now we on Black Men Unfiltered. Make sure you like and subscribe to his channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to @Tyrus05. That's my individual channel, man. But yeah, hey, we rocking together, man. Finally getting it in. But yeah, guys, like Japan said no. Australia said no. Right? France said no. Germany said no. Like all of our Canada said no. All of our people said no because guess what, guys? First and foremost, NATO is a defensive military alliance. So if you think they're obligated to come to Trump's call in an unprovoked war of choice, you don't know what you're talking about. And the people you listen to don't know what they're talking about. Okay, there is no aspects of this war right now where our NATO allies have to come to the defense of anything because there's nothing to defend. Nothing to defend, guys. Shout out to who's that? Is that Ahmad Taylor? He don't know what the F he doing. I agree, but guess what? We got a lot of smart people who believe dumb things, Ahmad, who do think he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? And that's a problem. Right? And so right now, to get back into the updates, the quick updates, guys, Iran right now is allowing ships to go through the Strait of Hormuz, right? Here's the kicker, and this is the part where MAGA and conservatives, like, BRICS. Everybody, conservatives and MAGA, love talking about BRICS all the time. Despite the fact that BRICS was put in their place under the Biden administration after Russia started his illegal war in Ukraine. You guys have become such a self-fulfilling prophecy that you elected Donald Trump into office, and he has ruined our relationship so much that now countries are paying Iran in Chinese yuan in order to cross the strait. You understand that? They allowing all as long as you pay in the Chinese currency. That's straight up BRICS, right? That's one of the ways you get the global currency away from the US dollar. But you MAGA conservatives are such a self-fulfilling prophecy and so insecure. You literally talked our country into being in competition with BRICS. I mean, for God's sakes, half the countries in BRICS got international warrants out for their arrest. They weren't a threat. Now our currency, guys, you already know our currency is already jack shit. It's already crap. And now it's about to get worse. Black Proud says, play a damn shame when Trump is doing the Cuba right now. Oh my God. I didn't even get through the updates, Black Proud, but that's also another. Guys, confirmation. Yep. We was meddling in Cuba's power grid. And we what did Trump say, guys? What did Trump say? I think today Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I can do whatever I want. They're in bad shape. This is how the president of the United States is talking, guys. Like a Russian czar, right? Not even like on some colonialism shit. Like just straight up like a Russian, like a Russian czar. Like I'm gonna take this shit. Like a Mongol. Prince Anton, greetings and salutations, yo. Good evening to you, Prince Anton. How you doing, bro? Good seeing you again, man. But yeah, you know, Black Proud, guys, we're beefing with our own neighbors. Like, first off, we shouldn't be beefing with all these people that we beef with. But the one thing you're supposed to do is get along with your neighbors. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one thing you're supposed to do. Oh, we got a super chat in the building. Hey, that's dope, man. Alex, good seeing you, man. With the $10 Trump the president because the Democrats tried to hide Joe Biden's health situation. So the people got mad and voted for Trump. That is absolutely one of the reasons Trump is in office. And I've said that before, Alex. I've absolutely said that before, man. They should have, the moment they knew his health was in decline, they should have, I'm not saying they should have 25th, but they should have already made it clear that we should have had like a Democratic primary. You get what I mean? As much as, to be transparent, I'm a Kamala voter, right? I also have to admit, bro, the Democratic voters didn't necessarily get to elect or get to choose their candidate. It kind of just got thrown up in there. So, Alex, we could be more nuanced about it, but overall, that's one of the reasons Trump is president, unfortunately. Guys, we got recent news. China is taking advantage and seeing that our allies are not tolerating our bullshit. You see, warships is surrounding Taiwan right now. They're doing more of their planes are flying over the airspace. And you know why they're doing that, right? Because they're gonna bet that our allies are so done with America's shit, they ain't gonna show up. And everybody watching right now, are they necessarily wrong? You know what I mean? Are they necessarily wrong? Because in my opinion, I've said this before, it's been a few years now. China's best opportunity to invade Taiwan would have been at the same time Vladimir Putin decided to invade Ukraine in 2022 or 2023, one of them years. And that's because at least the rhetoric was NATO is as discombobulated as it's ever been. It's on rocky ground. The alliance might not last. And then Russia started their nonsense, and whoop, not only did NATO become a dominant force, we added 2 countries, Finland and Sweden. Sweden, by the way, world-class submarines. Go look that up, guys. They got some shit. You know what I mean? But now, hey man, I don't know, guys. Like right now, I'm all over the place because our country is all over the place. Right? You guys, you remember when conservatives, when MAGA said, especially in Donald Trump's first term and now his term, this term, hey, we're finally respected around the world. America's finally respected. People are finally not going to take advantage of, really. Does this look like respect? Bro, our allies rode with us in Iraq in 2003, and they not rocking with us now. All right, like this is bad, guys. And this is something you guys need to understand, not just politically, but all the way down at the household level. You cannot bully, insult, trash people left and right, and then expect them to come to your aid the moment you call. That's not how it works, guys. Because in actuality, all those people you disrespected are kind of hoping you lose. They kind of hoping you get put in your place. And again, from our country's perspective, guys, we earned it. We've had it coming. All right. This country is not affordable under Trump. This country doesn't give a damn about law and order under Trump. Trump, by the way, you hear conservatives, guys, they never talk about Trump tells it like it is anymore because they know that's BS. All Trump does, Trump sounds worse than Biden now. But overall, guys, that's a lot of the updates. It's just a lot. Don't get me started on, again, healthcare, because that's a whole other topic. Anton says 2022, as soon as the Winter Olympics ended, yeah. But tonight, guys, I want to get into the main topic, which is overall, why do smart people believe in dumb things? Before I read that real quick, but I'm going to read this real quick before I get into that. Black Proud says Pete Hegseth is acting like he's playing Call of Duty. Yep. My first cousin, Admiral Alvin Hasley, was forced to retire by him. Yeah, man. Oh, no, dog. Oh, no, man. He was one of those high-ranking officials that had to go from Pete due to Pete. That sucks. Black Proud, bro. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. William says a damn Democrat. Oh, I'm a Democratic voter. Sorry. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to get into the main topic. Why do smart people believe dumb things? And I want to start off by saying that unlike other people around social media, I'm not going to run from being labeled a Democratic voter. Yes, I'm left-leaning, a progressive. And while I certainly have problems with the party, their positions will certainly align with my beliefs far more than the Republican Party's platform. And so far in my adult life, the Dems have had far more success managing the country than the Republicans. For example, since 2005, at the start of George Bush's second term, in the same year I turned 18, Democrats have completely outperformed Republicans in economic categories such as net job growth and unemployment statistics. The Democratic Party has passed and attempted to pass far more policies that benefit everyday Americans than the Republicans, who routinely choose giant corporations in the interests of wealthy individuals when it comes to their legislative agenda. Now, both parties have been absolutely dog shit when it comes to the expansion of government, such as the Patriot Act and its constant renewal by both parties, as well as mass surveillance programs such as those that were uncovered by whistleblowers such as Edward Snowden. Both parties have also been bad when it comes to geopolitical matters. And even with the Democratic presidents ending two wars, they also had their fair share of foreign policy disasters right along with the Republican presidents, such as Obama in Libya and Biden drone striking an innocent family in Afghanistan in August of 2021 that killed, unfortunately, 10 people. Whole bloodline wiped out. However, the Republican Party has done noticeably more damage to our reputation and economy due to geopolitical blunders than the Democratic Party has. On top of that, under Democratic leadership, agreements such as the Iranian nuclear deal were passed, routinely seeking diplomatic solutions over their Republican counterparts. When it comes to policies and rhetoric surrounding justice and police reform, minority and LGBT protection, as well as a host of other issues, the Democratic Party has most certainly done far more to advance civil rights and civil protections in this country than the Republican Party, at least since I was an adult, 2005. That's 21 years of undeniable evidence I get to view. That being said, I'm not loyal to a party, but to my country. And the moment a better platform comes along and is serious with their intentions, they'll have my vote. Until then, I have to vote based on the evidence in front of me. You see, that mindset is what separates people like me from others. Because trust and believe, there are conservatives on my same wavelength. I know there's conservatives and right wingers. You guys are out there that are on my same wavelength. We can defend and trash the party we vote for without mentioning the other side. We have the ability to not let confirmation bias dictate everything about our thinking. We know bias exists. So instead of letting that consume us, we actively mitigate for it. We seek out challenge, even if some of the motivation is based on validation. We don't want to be right in a sense. We want to give out correct information and base our own opinions from said information. We care about what works for the majority, not which side benefits more. And if you're wondering what the point of my monologue is, it's that there's plenty of intelligent people who believe untrustworthy public figures and organizations so much they almost go out of their way to ignore any arguments and evidence that they might actually consider another source. People who use their intelligence to gather information that they know is just confirmation bias don't only do it out of convenience, unfortunately, it's because they're unknowingly paired their political ideology to their personal identity. You've turned your politics into a jersey, red team, blue team. And once you put that jersey on, everything becomes about defending it, even when it's wrong. That's the part no one wants to admit because it feels good to be right. It feels good to belong. It feels good to have your side, your tribe, your people. But the second your identity gets tied to a party, you stop being objective. You stop asking, is this true? And start asking, does this help my side? And the second you have a thought independent from the tribe, having the audacity to not toe the line on every single issue is the moment you get labeled an outsider or worse, a traitor. And that's how intelligent people end up defending bad ideas, especially in politics. Not because they're dumb, but because they're loyal to the wrong things and sometimes even to the wrong people. And that blind loyalty will have them believing and saying things that they otherwise would be for or against. Nationalism, like we discussed last week on my show, can and sometimes will override their logic when push comes to shove. See, I'm not interested in being loyal to a brand, a party, an ideology. I'm not interested in defending politicians who don't even know I exist as if they were my next of kin. And I'm definitely not interested in repeating talking points just because they came from a source I already agree with, especially if that source being quoted is outdated. I care about outcomes, guys. Did it work? Did it help people? Did it make the country stronger, more stable, more free? If the answer is yes, I don't care who passed it. If the answer is no, I don't care who didn't pass it. I'm calling it out. And that's the standard. And the uncomfortable truth is, most people don't operate like that. They filter reality through identity first, facts second. They'll dismiss evidence, ignore data, and move the goalposts just to protect the version of the world they've already decided is true. Real intelligence is being able to say, I was wrong. Real intelligence is being able to sit down with information that challenges you and not run from it. Real intelligence is updating your beliefs when the evidence changes, even when it might cost you social capital amongst your peers. Real intelligence isn't just what you know, but how you apply your intellect to better yourself and those around you. Because at the end of the day, this isn't a game. There's no reset button and no load game option. Guys, that shit doesn't exist. Policies have consequences. Your decisions have consequences. Your vote has consequences. And if you're more focused on being right than getting it right, you're part of the problem, no matter what side you're on. So if you're watching this, I'm not asking you to agree with me. If you want to, I certainly won't complain. But I am asking you guys to think. Question your sources, challenge your assumptions, be willing to step outside your lane for 5 minutes and actually engage with something that doesn't already fit your worldview. Because for us, The goal isn't just to win countless arguments online, although it's certainly a bonus. The goal is to talk to one another, understand one another, and realize what's actually happening. Make decisions based on that and based in reality and less in identity. Again, we know implicit bias will always be active in our thought process. So let's mitigate for that. And if you can't do that, or more importantly, won't do that, then yeah, smart people can absolutely believe dumb things. But at some point, the question has to be asked, guys. Are you actually smart, or am I just being polite? And if what I said tonight resonates with you, then please stay a while and listen. And with that, guys, I'll open it up to anybody that's on the panel. Share your thoughts tonight's topic. Anton, good to see you, man. Before I talk to you, Anton.
As always.
How you doing, man? Real quick. Black Proud says, Tyrus, when I asked the Black conservatives MAGA political definition of conservatism and what is a Black conservative trying as it relates to the political definition, but don't know. A lot of people don't know, man. It's, look, we're not all supposed to be political junkies, I guess, Black and Proud, but damn, you think people would know the basics, the fundamentals. You know what I mean? Mr. Bennett, Paul says Tyrus for president. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I wish I'm too much. But Anton, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. I'm actually doing some laundry right now, so I had to try to hop on as quick as I can just to help you avoid some of the nonsense from last week. Oh man, excuse me. My thing is, this reminds me of something I read in a book. The name of the book is Democrats and Republicans by Jesse Ventura. And he talks about how both political parties have taken on the gang mentality. Either you're with us or you're against us. You're in or you're out. And that's what's happening, especially within these last couple of years, has been going on. Everyone is all about either you're on the left or you're on the right. And the problem also is people are afraid to swallow their pride and say, you know what, maybe the other side has a valid point. Let me listen to what they have to say. Let's find a middle ground and find a way to put something together where everyone can benefit and not just a select few. It seems like ever since the orange one first entered the White House, and I'm talking about in 2017, everything we know about politics got tossed out the window. And it makes you wonder, can we ever get back to the days before he entered the political arena? And I'm going to quote from our friend JT. If this mess didn't happen overnight, finding solutions is not going to take overnight.
Anton, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Do we actually want to go back to pre-Donald Trump?
Wow, that's a good question.
Think it out.
I think there are people. Okay, that's a new one. I never even gave it that thought. I never did. But also, I know for a fact there are people that would like to go back to that time before him because at least for a period of time, you can find a middle ground and come up with a solution. But maybe it seems like all this started in 2008 when Barack Obama became president-elect. Then people started to show their true colors. If that makes any sense.
It's a theory, and I can't readily disagree with you. Unfortunately, my theory is a little bit darker, Anton. I think the terrorists won in 9/11.
Preach.
Because they successfully managed to change the American way of life. We have been at
that
each
is true
ever since, and it hasn't stopped.
That is true. That is true. September 11th changed things in ways no one thought possible. And I tell that to a lot of people.
Oh, my
Say
bad.
again?
You remember how you remember freedom fries before you continue? You remember freedom fries what Congress was trying to pass?
Yes.
That's how crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. And you know what? Here's the real crazy part most people never realize. What movie was in theaters that came out talking about some of these issues before September 11th? The
What?
Siege. It was The
Ooh.
Siege.
Ooh.
Denzel Washington,
Yeah.
Annette Bening, Bruce Willis, Tony Shalhoub. It showed three different areas of the government and how they do things different. Think about it. Denzel Washington and Tony Shalhoub were FBI agents. Everything's by the book, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that Benning was a CIA analyst. We do everything by the book, and we find a way to work around the book if need be. We can be a little bit creative here and there, so on and so forth. Bruce Willis played as two-star general in the U.S. Army, a Green Beret. Fuck the book; it's only a reference. All three sides wanted the same thing. All three sides took a different approach. All three sides, instead of working with one another, were at each other's throat and finding ways how not to cross that line. Or in this case, the FBI, Denzel Washington was doing everything possible to never cross that line. But Annette Bening and Bruce Willis didn't give a rat's ass because they crossed that line far too many times.
There's been a minute since
So
I'm gonna watch it back. That's a classic.
yeah, and and it's ironic because that's the best way to describe what's been going on these last 25 years. You know, and the only difference between what happened at the end of the siege and eventually what happened after September 11th, in real life, no two-star general was walked down in handcuffs by an FBI agent.
Right.
The one thing I give the September 11th Commission credit for, and I still call September 11th, I refuse to refer to it as 9/11. I have my reasons. They showed something that a lot of people never knew. A lot of these agencies had egos.
Okay.
And Tom Kane, who was one of the chairs of the commission, the former governor of my home state of New Jersey, basically put it out there plain and simple to all these 3-letter, 4-letter government agencies. He put it like this: stop with the dick measuring contest. All y'all made this shit sandwich. All y'all gonna take a bite of it.
Word.
And then eventually, they got their heads out of their asses and fucked themselves and realized how much easier it is when you work together to get things done.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for?
Unfortunately, Anton, it is too much to ask for. Because it's gonna go into this comment from Black and Proud. Tyrus, in my opinion, the lack of education is the biggest problem in America, especially in the Black community. We have a country, we got 50 states, 350 million plus, give or take. And we love to talk about, right, homogeny or homogenous culture and all these different things. You cannot have a people going on the same page if, never mind state to state, city to city, but school district to school district, the kids aren't learning the same things. It's a different standard depending on your zip code. All right.
Mm-hmm.
One textbook in Texas is going to say something completely different in the history books in Maine. All right. Even though a country, your history book or something like that, should be the same damn history book in all 50 states. Right? Obviously, depending on your
Exactly.
grade level, but it should be the same one. The only history book that should be different is your individual state history curriculum and things like that. Right? But unfortunately, and that's the
Right.
big problem with education is we don't learn the same things. And so you got 350 million Americans with 200 million different ideas of what this country is and isn't. Right?
Yeah.
It's not, and it's not even, and the states aren't even organized like culturally. It's just random shit put together. You get what I mean? And so education, black and
Yeah.
proud, education absolutely is. The problem is you got those who would say, well, it's the government's job to make sure that education's up to par. You got those who say government shouldn't have any role in education. And then so Anton, this goes back to like sometimes with the identity politics and the picking sides is I thought us funding quality education was just a basic role of government. I didn't know that was like liberal or conservative thing. You get what I mean? Like fixing our roads and
Yeah, I
bridges.
hear you.
I didn't know we was picking sides over which roads and bridges should be fixed. I didn't know we was trying to.
Exactly.
It was a team sport to try to get broadband into the rural areas or get factories built with the CHIPS Act, or get our pipes up to date so we ain't got people drinking out of lead pipes. I didn't know that was a political issue. I thought that was just
I didn't think so
basic
either.
role of government. Fix those shit.
Exactly. Exactly. And a perfect example of how this type of nonsense got people's attention. What happened in Texas last year around 4th of July when they had those floods?
Yep.
That camp, unfortunately, where unfortunately a good number of young children and counselors lost their lives because there was no warning system set up
They literally voted
to
against.
warn the counselors. Yeah. And they voted against it because the funding was provided by President Biden.
Yep.
I don't want to give Biden the win. That's what those county executives and any other those politicians in that area in the state of Texas said. I didn't want to give Biden that win. So we didn't take the money that could have saved the lives of 13 children. Let's think about that. 13 children who lost their lives in a flash flood because they had no warning, because they didn't want to give Joe Biden the win. How's your vote now for those individuals, for those politicians who chose to vote against that?
Yeah, guys.
How's your vote now for the individuals who voted for those politicians to go against the CHIP Act and not receive the money because the money came from President Joseph R. Biden Jr. Why they chose not to take the money? Because they were told by their deity by the name of Donald John Trump. But hey, what do I know?
But you're right. You're right, because that's the thing. It's if Donald Trump, and this is a perfect example, because if Donald Trump would have been like, yo, we're gonna be increasing the funding for our National Weather Service and all those sort of things, they'd be all for it. They'd be
Yeah,
all for, oh my God, Donald Trump actually cares about the Americans, right? You know what I mean? That's exactly how they would frame it. But
right.
unfortunately, in Texas, those kids that died, Anton, man, hey, that was
That's me. Hold on.
it was worth it to own the libs. You know, to stay on Texas, guys, to everybody's listening, a couple years prior to that, Texas had a real bad ice storm that killed a few people. And one of the main reasons was because Texas likes to privatize their energy grids, including their electrical grid. And the private company didn't maintain it or winterize the lines like they supposed to, and a bunch of people died from freezing their asses off in Texas. And you know what those companies did in Texas, guys? They upped the rates on those people in Texas while the storm was raging. Right? Yeah, guys, we're not gonna do our basic job, and we're gonna charge you more for that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And so Paul Bennett says, I had freedom fries in Jacksonville a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's still a thing. Oh man. Hey, was it good though? Let me know. Was it good? Black Proud says, I'm going to keep it 100. America's underlying racism proved America is willing to vote against its own best interests 100%, man. 100%. Let's be clear, like black
Exactly.
black
Exactly.
guys, do y'all know if you go and look up the numbers right now, for the last say 10, 15 years, we have been paying enough in healthcare costs every year to have universal healthcare in this country for every single American, and it be the best in the world. Guys, I am not exaggerating. We already pay enough in healthcare costs every year to have universal healthcare. So when people talk about universal healthcare is going to cost too much, it costs what we're paying now. A few years, hell, reduce it for inflation.
Exactly.
Right? And so, but if you don't want to update your if you don't want to give yourself a software update, if you don't want to use current statistics, you're still going to be using old data points, right? Talking about, no, it's not going to work. Oh, no, we need to privatize our healthcare. You know what I mean? Like, again, the ACA, the Obamacare was supposed to be a stepping stone to single payer or universal healthcare. But instead of improving on that framework, all half the government did was just try to get rid of it completely with no plan of their own. Right?
Exactly.
And so I want everybody to know things. For most of the civilized planet, healthcare is not a left or right issue.
Exactly.
For most of our peers, healthcare is a right. Right? We be talking about that the World Happiness Index and Economic Index, GDP Index, all the math, science, reading ability, all this other. Oh, guess what, guys? All of our peers that whoop our ass and all the statistics that matter also have universal health care. Their education is a hell of a lot cheaper. Their secondary education, a hell of a lot cheaper than ours. Their child care, a lot cheaper than ours. By the way, don't get and miss me for anybody with the healthcare argument, with the privatized healthcare argument. Miss me with this idea that we can't have universal health care for this country because we have too many people, because we literally spend twice per person than our European counterparts. Our European counterparts pay about $7,000 to $8,000 per person for the average healthcare cost. America's paying $15,000 per. Okay? Stop it. We
And a
are
lot of people,
screwed. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
and a lot of people that are saying we don't need universal health care are people that never lived or traveled overseas.
You
My
don't even
sister
need
lived
to
in Paris
travel overseas. You don't even need to travel overseas to be for universal health care. You know, like,
because the problem is we're too much about the bottom line. And the bottom line is that dollar. How much can I get out of it? Where's my cut? And too many politicians on both sides of the aisle want their cut. They want their hand in that cookie jar. That's also the other problem. Everything shouldn't have to come with a price tag on it if it comes for the betterment of your people. But unfortunately, somebody's got to get 5% here, 10% there, a couple 100,000 here, a couple 100,000 there, because that's what it's all about. And people don't realize how universal health care, a national standard on education, um, a well-organized system when it comes to maintaining the infrastructure.
well, check this out, Anton. Everything you're saying,
But
right?
you see where I'm going. You see where I'm
Yeah,
going. You see where I'm going, right?
yeah. It's just, again, if we talk, like, for example, if we remove the team, if we removed Republican and Democrat out of this, right? Even though, again, the evidence clearly says, again, they ain't perfect, but one party says at least been trying for the majority of average Americans. But if we take policy out of this, or take political parties out of this, I know for a fact, Anton, I could convince the majority of conservatives that universal health care is all right. I know that I can that people, that conservatives are absolutely willing to invest in things like public transportation and all these different things.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we got is that Leah or LeVar? Alex is delusional. Who's Alex? Oh, on the super chat. That's not delusional, man. It's just a different perspective. You know what I mean? Black and Proud says, I've heard people on panels say that I've heard people on panels saying that Trump tax cuts benefit them. I tried to explain to them that the tax cuts for the regular working class ended 31 December 2025. People don't research. Black and Proud, that's because, bro, they thought the tax cuts was for them too in this first term. You know, like I hate, man, I be trying to shoot these guys so much bail, but we got a whole first term to evaluate this guy. And that 2017 tax cuts, freaking, yeah, those were the ones that expired in 2025. And then this tax cut that they passed again, Black and Proud, is only going to benefit the wealthy. That's the permanent tax. I don't even think they even tried bothering throwing the middle class something serious.
Nah.
Let's see.
Highly unlikely.
Oh, go ahead.
No, because sadly, and I said this before, I may have said it on this panel, and I think I've said it somewhere before. We're starting to see something that we never thought we would ever see in the United States, and that's a permanent underclass. And that's basically what's happening slowly but surely. That no matter what you do, if you are under that line, you can do everything possible. You're never going to be part of the club. And that's what they're doing. Because it's too much money making sure people are in debt. It is too much money in making sure people rent than own. There's too much money when people rather lease than own. There's too much money when it comes to paying for the simplest things that most of our peers that live in other countries don't have to pay for. Somebody has to get paid, and a lot of people are the ones that have to pay for it.
Yep.
But hey, what do I know?
Reyes here 9:45. Trump started the war in Iran, in quotes. Yeah, that's where he mysteriously got 40,000 Iranians killed. What?
Huh?
What?
Is he talking about when they went into that situation with the star? And you know what I'm talking about, because I don't want you to get a strike. If you know what I mean.
What year was that?
Say again.
What year was that?
I think he's talking about what happened, what's going on currently.
Oh, okay.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, because this whole, I mean, the whole comment doesn't make, to be clear, I was saying he didn't. That's why I added.
I think that he must have made a mistake when he was typing it.
Oh, okay. My bad, Reyes. My bad, bro. Yeah, Black Proud. Trump first cuts haven't paid for it yet, and they're not ever going to pay for it. So his first tax cuts added a permanent $1.5 trillion to our debt, or to our federal deficit. Guys, there's the federal deficit and our national debt. You got sometimes that terminology. So Black and Proud, that ain't gonna pay us off. I think this round of tax is supposed to add how much? Like 4 trillion. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
something like that,
itself, man. And by the way,
no, it's not.
Even with the dumbass tariff war, right? That clearly didn't work at all. But even when you want to add in the tariff surplus that is our money, it was what, 100-something billion?
Something like that, give or take.
It's a joke. And now, economic numbers speaking, Anton, I have to give us a really sad update, because last week we talked about how a K-shaped economy, and right now the top 10% is responsible for about 50% of the consumer spending in this country. Unfortunately, that has,
I remember that,
65.
Really,
bro.
I'm not surprised.
That underclass, the permanent or the underclass that's growing that you're talking about, it really is now. It's just a matter of how large is that demographic going to be, Anton, not about if it's going to be a thing.
I can imagine about 90% of the people are going to be part of the underclass. About 90%. And I'm being generous there, too.
Yeah, man.
I'm being real generous with 90%.
Anton, it's bad. All I know, bro.
Yeah.
All I know is bad. Reyes says that's on me. Nah, bro. You good, man. You straight. Paul Bennett, folks ain't getting their money back. No. Hey, you know who ain't getting their money back either? Them crypto bros, man. I feel bad for them guys. Like, I used to make
and you know what?
And now I kind of feel bad for them, bro. They've been having that rug pull. That shit been just.
Ironically, a lot of things with cryptocurrency, they've been saying for a while that it needs to be regulated better. They needed to do more to make sure it's secured, so on and so forth. Whether it was Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. People saying that they need to do a better job with it. And I remember, and I don't like saying his name, 47 was a little bit skeptical about getting involved in crypto. You know who convinced him to get involved in crypto?
Wasn't it
his youngest?
Yeah.
Yep, the youngest one. He said, "This is the way to go. This is the future." And guess what? He jumped on it. And now he has his own crypto. And from what I've heard and I'm reading, it's performing a whole lot better than Bitcoin.
I mean,
Now you see why he didn't. Now you see why he didn't want the regulations
yeah.
because he can profit from it.
Well, he's been profiting from it. He didn't want the regulations, so he could send that money to his Qatar bank, to his bank in Qatar. So. Yeah, I know you heard about that one too, Anton. That the funneling the money and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hearing about that the last couple of days.
Yep. Black Proud again. I'm a 10-year Army veteran, and I heard a content creator call you a coward, and I like how you checked him. Yeah, man. You know I'm a combat vet too, obviously. Black. I wonder if we're thinking about the same one, and if that was recent.
From last week.
No, last week. This was on a different platform. Like I was just like watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was one of the content creators who's never been in, and he called combat veterans cowards. I think if that's who he's talking,
really?
Yeah, he was. Oof. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna leave that alone. Like, bro, you're not gonna call me like. Yeah, it was Angry Man. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up. It was Angry Man. He was reacting to some panel he got on, and then there was this veteran he was arguing against, and he basically had the nerve to call us cowards because we didn't agree with the war in Iran. Like somehow we weren't like logic, Black Pride. Yeah. Like he said we were cowards because
wow.
Like bro, it doesn't make you brave to want to send other people to their death.
Yeah.
Like people people really you know, like,
wow.
and I try to give them guys the benefit of the doubt because I think they're trying to turn up for maybe the soldiers that are there. They ain't got a choice. You get what I mean? The ones on active duty. But at the end of the day, your old ass know better than to disrespect somebody to put somebody else up. You know what I mean? And for the call,
that's
actually got combat service, like combat experience. For him to call us cowards, bro. Like I had to call him out because like fucking for real. You know what I mean? Like unfortunately,
nah, you can't do something like that.
Like, I had to unsubscribe and everything. Cause I was like, bro, you're not gonna call people who actually done the work, regardless if you agree with it or not. Don't be calling people out here like that cowards, dog. That shouldn't. No.
My thing is, if you never had skin in the game, and I heard now I'm hearing this. This is my first time hearing about this. Like if you never had skin in the game, who are you to say something? For real.
But, you
don't agree with it. You don't agree with it. That's cool. But
Black and Proud. I was going to clip that panel up too, Black and Proud. That reaction that Angry Man did. You know he cut it. He cut that shit. Hey,
really?
Genesis. I don't want to call you by your government name. Hey, Anton,
what's going on?
Oh my God. Hey guys, everybody in the chat. This is my battle buddy, my homegirl Genesis. Me and her deployed together in Iraq in 2010.
Hi.
You know, she's been Genesis there.
Goodness. What's up?
What's good, Genesis?
What's up? Who I can't see who that is. Who is that?
That's Anton.
C'est moi. It's Antoine. I'm in the car right now. Just give me a few minutes and everything else. I'll put myself in a better situation. So just give me a minute. I'm gonna put my mic on mute.
All right.
Hey Genesis, how you doing?
What's up with you? What y'all talking shit tonight? Can we cuss on here and all?
Yeah. Hey, just for just keep the F-bombs toned down.
Mm.
And I think we good.
Okay. I'm about to say we talk a lot of mess on a day-to-day basis. So yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
Genesis, we're gonna be rough around the edges up here, man.
who is that? Who is that Antoine character over there?
Oh, that's another I just met him on here, but he's another vet just like us. Real cool dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
real cool.
I was like, am I losing my mind to somebody else we deployed with? I definitely don't remember him.
Hey, Anton would have fit in with us just fine though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was your Columbus trip?
It was cool. I met Floetry. I got her to go backstage and I gave her my book and stuff. That was pretty cool. I
Can you tell
enjoyed it.
everybody about your book?
Oh yeah, I got a book called Thunderstorms Were Meant to Be My Friend. You know, Thunderstorms Were Meant to Be My Friend. It's a poetry book. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Book Patch, and then I do some book signings, you know, around the Illinois. Up in Atlanta, Virginia. You know, I sell my books wherever I'm at for the most part. So yeah, go get it. I definitely go say that. I don't know. I've been knowing Sarat for how long now?
Man, 20. Well, when did you get to Germany? 2010.
10. Yeah.
We deployed 2011. Yeah, 2010. Damn, 15 years? 16?
Yeah.
Dang.
I know. It's going by fast right now. Did you see gas prices, my boy? Did you see them?
Yo, over $1 in less than a week.
I know. What you think it's gonna be?
What you like the top?
Yeah. Before all this is said and done, because I seen California said $8.99. I was like, oh, they damn sure got to be tripping.
That
They
gotta
lost their mind.
that gotta be premium though.
Definitely wasn't premium. Definitely said unleaded.
Oh man, I think national average and then us up here because we in the Midwest probably. Sylvie, I'm saying it might hit 550.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I don't even know how people out here surviving. I was looking at that. Huh?
Where do you think it's gonna hit?
You know, I feel like we're gonna run out because they said we was going in the reserves right now.
We ain't gonna run out.
No. Everybody gonna be forced to drive a Tesla. Tessie! He mad as hell talking about it was frozen in the damn wintertime, can't move, can't go nowhere, overheating, electric fires. Man, it's gonna be crazy.
Hey, the other EVs ain't got them problems though.
It's just Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla got bad like quality bill, homegirl. Like the one I'm looking at. I want that Hummer EV. I want it real bad.
Why?
I want it because Sylvie, it's a big ass truck and it's all electric. I can drive a big ass Tonka truck and save the planet at the same time. Like it's a win-win.
Can't go wrong with that, man. Can't go wrong with that.
If you do go out and save that motherfucker, make sure you stop over here and pick us up too. Thank you. Make sure you pick us up on the way on out.
Gas is kind of high up here, but not ridiculously high.
I was looking at SpaceX. You know they're supposed to be going, Arc V. They supposed to be going live. What is it, March 31st?
What they got an IPO?
Yeah, I believe so. Look.
Are you getting into that?
I've been working on it.
Okay.
I've been having a little, you know, some coins go into my pockets.
Gotcha. Thank you, Sylvie. Hey, man.
What you talking about?
I be telling you to do that shit, man. I swear I be telling y'all to invest, and I be going in one ear out the other with y'all, man.
I've been doing it for like 3 years now, maybe a little bit longer. 4. It took me a while to get a hold of it, but I'm busy. I'm a mom, okay? Just so you know. By my lonesome, okay?
Oh,
It's a different breed over here. It's war and battle in this house.
yo, me and Dix and Humus chop it up, right? And me and Dix be chopping it up all the time.
I'll
And
talk
yet
to him.
he'll ask me about the investments. And when I try to tell him about it, it should just shoo. But Sylvie, the most boring shit is how you make the most money.
That's big
Exactly.
fact on fact. You know he gets a little slow sometimes. You know Dix is slow.
Ouch.
Bless his heart.
Hell.
Let me stop. He gets to talking crazy every
Don't be a
time.
Blue Falcon. Don't be a Blue Falcon.
I'm supposed to be going to Germany because that's where he at. And going to what the Paris Disney he was talking about. I was like,
Oh, Euro Disney in
we probably
Paris?
take the kids, but the way Trump out here and TSA, we not going nowhere.
Not anytime soon.
Because if I was TSA, I would have been left. Been over with.
Yeah.
This also the currency exchange rate now is just as bad as what it was when we was there. And it's only getting worse. Yo,
that bad?
Anton, like there be times, bro. You go to the ATM machine in Germany to take it out in euro, and you just don't want to.
Man, oh man.
Black and Proud in the chat says I was on Patch Barracks in Oh, nice, man. Stuttgart. Yo, that's a beautiful city, man. I bet you had a lot of fun.
You probably did.
2076. J-Man 2076 says Kentucky 365 for gas.
Wow.
365?
Yep, and it's only getting higher.
409 up here. I was like, what? And then one of BP said 429. I definitely was like, we're definitely not going over there. Not today. Huh?
Where's up? Where you at? Where at?
Nope, I can't hear him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Coming in with Charlie. Where you from? What state you present in?
I can't hear nothing.
He said he can't hear it.
Is your mic?
I can hear you, Sherrod.
Yeah, we can hear both of you, but you can't hear Anton?
No.
Oh boy. Really?
He got me blocked on there. Dang, Antoine, we just met. You gonna do me like that, dog? You just blocked me like that?
No,
oh my goodness.
I have no control on that. No, I don't. I have no control on that.
What's going on, Mr. Who is this, Bennett?
Hi.
This is Bennett. What's up, Paul?
What's good? Hey, you look familiar. Didn't I just see you a few minutes ago?
We getting some more people jumping on.
Yeah.
Well, I
ain't
had
nobody
to
AWOL. Who else we looking for?
I had to join the ball crew. You see all these bold, beneficent, beautiful brothers up here with the ball heads.
I still can't hear. I can hear you, Ciroc. What you do? You the one who over this. You the one who's supposed to. You got them blocked on there.
I right now am just guest on the host BMU. I don't know, man. Is the audio coming in good?
Yeah, the audio's coming in good.
Stream with audio only.
Yeah, she needs to get some headphones. Because when she puts the headphones in, she can directly hear everybody.
I don't want to touch nothing because it ain't on mine.
Yeah, tell her to get her Bluetooth.
Sylvie, you gotta
there you go.
There
you go. I hear it now.
There we go.
Mic check.
Mic check 1 2 1.
Coming in, Lima Charlie. Coming in, Lima Charlie.
Mr. Bennett, say something.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Okay.
All right, we're good. Real quick,
Yep.
Black and Proud 93 gasoline. Hey man, Black and Proud, yo. Sylvie, I do premium fuel only, man. That's the only rides I know. Gas is always expensive.
Yeah.
But I care about everybody. You know what I mean? And that shit shouldn't be rising for everybody. But Paul, how you doing, man?
I am well. Usually I don't jump up because I do the sports show prior to yours, and then I get busy with some things. But I was listening to you guys. I was down at my gym working on some equipment and whatnot. So I decided just to come up just to say hi and just appreciate you being on here and launching your show and doing what you do. I think I agree with you more times than not. And I just like the boldness with which you operate, and unashamed about it. So I just want to just give you your dap and just let you know that I support you.
Hey, thank you, Paul. I really appreciate that, man. Guys, chat and Silverman especially. Paul been rocking with me for like 2-3 years now on this platform. I've been I came up here as a guest panelist, I think 2022, 2023. BMU, Paul, Mr. Bennett was the first guys I met up here, and I've been rocking with these guys ever since. They're good people.
Yeah. You've matured a lot, because like I said, I agree with you. I always agree with you, but you just came in hot. Like, emotionally, you were just ready just to pounce. I used to have to take you on the side, be like, yo, bro, don't let these guys get to you, man. So you've definitely come into your own, and you matured a lot, man. But you just came in with fire. It's like, your points are good, bro, but you were just looking to just, man. I like this new mature individual here who's just still dropping the knowledge and the facts, but just with a little bit more, a little more grace, a little more season here. So
he had to learn to pace himself. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Because every time you would come on, you would get, I forget who used to really get under your skin. I forget now. But it would be like, man, it would just explosive. So I would just kind of come and just like, chill. Let's just get, let's just restore this to a healthy conversation here, man. But
Paul Bennett, the peacemaker.
I
try. Peacemaker.
I try, balance. BMU calls me, I'm the balance. So I just try to be.
Well, I'm happy you're here to tug him back on in, because
he's been good. I mean, his whole vibe, like, I've seen it as of late, and not only that, but he'd be on Facebook, he'd be dropping nuggets also, and so I just appreciate it, and really, just your approach to it. Again, I know you talk about your ability to relate to conservatives as well as liberals, even though I consider you more so a liberal in terms of just your policy, not necessarily your party, but your positions. But again, it's reasonable. Like, you and Reckless Ray, I think, are as divided as anything. But every time I see you guys go back and forth, I see you guys agreeing more than disagreeing on a lot of different subjects. And to me, that's the thing in these spaces. I think YouTube rewards chaos. But if you just get two reasonable people just to get in a room and just talk, and I'd be giving Ray his dap also. It's like, it's like, you and Teresa agreeing, I can't handle it, because I was trained on that also, that you're just supposed to just fight all the time. And
something don't sound right,
Yeah. But it's just good to see, because I think more people are not, we disagree, but sometimes this algorithm just gets us acted out of ourselves, and I just think it'd be good if we just get back to just a reason.
Unfortunately, if Sylvie's going to be joining me, we're going to be getting back to the screaming. Especially
he's screaming at me all the time, but I like, first off, because I'm a woman and I'm seeing it from a woman's perspective.
Right.
Has nothing to do with everybody else's male, okay? So as a woman, veteran, I had to deal with certain things in the military that you guys never knew. So it's a different field for me, and that's what I'm here to speak for and argue about. So
no problem.
It's going to be a lot of screaming, and he's just going to have to deal with it. Let bygones be bygones.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, see, Mr. Bennett, that's what you're going to see in the future is Sylvia and I are going to get into it, and it just shoot.
So are you guys more aligned ideology wise, or you guys on opposite sides? You guys like to battle? Like, what's the dynamic there that I expect to see?
Go ahead, Sylvia.
Okay, we argue all the time like cats and dogs, because I feel like, as you know, with certain policies that the Republican Party versus Democrat Party, being African American, how it affects us, and different policies. So we try not to, and then, Roe versus Wade, abortions and things like that. And I feel like certain things don't have no say. It's your body. It shouldn't be policed. Things like that.
But Teresa doesn't lie. You don't vibe with that? I mean, what is your, between the two of you, what is your biggest contention that you always get into? Like, what's where you're different, the most different?
sometimes we'll get into the man versus woman thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
LBGT will get into it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the main ones
Yeah,
right
okay.
there. You have to rewind that. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll definitely look forward to it. And I think that dynamic can work because I can already tell just when you came up here, you guys are close. So right. So it's not a the friction, how you guys were when you were in service together is the same thing you carry now. And I think that's just going to come through on the show. I'm talking about when people just outright disrespectful in some of these panels or whatnot, cutting people off, not allow people to express themselves. That sort of thing just got to a point where it's like I'm out. I mean, so I couldn't relate to a lot of that stuff anymore. But I don't mind people who where you can kind of feel and see that respect with one another. But you guys just have your way of doing things. I just sit by and just eat my popcorn and just watch.
Kettle or butter?
Oh, butter, 100%. Yeah. That kettle, is that a southern thing? That kettle corn or whatever.
I like kettle corn, but I like butter popcorn too.
Nah,
but
butter. Extra pile on. Now, if you want to put some cheese, some on there also.
They got the caramel, all that good stuff.
That's definitely southern. I've been working on assignment. I've been in Georgia, Jacksonville, then Georgia. Over the last year or so, I go back and forth. So I definitely see the cultural change down there. So I can understand the
there's a whole different world down south.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Well, I'm in Chicago area, so
okay, Midwest. Okay. Nice.
So we eat the.
That's all you East Coast, right?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey. Yeah,
straight up. This is the Jersey connection right here, man. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like we gotta hook. We gotta hook up soon. So we gotta go. Definitely grab some. Some
definitely.
Lunch
No,
and break some bread. Let's do
definitely.
that within the next month. Within the next month or so. I'll reach out to you and we'll just set a date.
Oh, definitely.
I got a question.
I think also.
Flying?
What's that?
Anybody flying anytime soon?
Maybe. Well, yeah. Actually, I'm supposed to be going my closing out season 29 of my marriage on the March 29th. So we're supposed to be going to Puerto Rico. So hopefully that won't get affected by that. And I might be going, like I said, I go back and forth to I fly into Jacksonville, then I got to drive 2 hours to Georgia. So I might be doing some of that around either, if not the end of the month, then early April. So yeah, so I'm kind of anxious about the TSA, but I got the TSA pre-check, so hopefully I can avoid some of the delays in flighting and everything. But we'll see. I mean, it's unpredictable.
Right now, me, not anytime soon. The closest we got to flying going on in my house, my wife is trained to be a pilot. That's the closest we got to flying going on right now in my house.
Wow.
Oh, that's good stuff. Aviation that's real good.
Yeah, she's taking flight lessons and everything.
She like it?
She's enjoying it. She wishes she did it sooner. And ironically, as a matter of fact, she has a flight lesson tomorrow at around 10 o'clock. So I got to try to get the kids to school as early as possible. And then I got to drive her up to the airport for her lesson. And usually she's out for about a good 2.5 hours or so, and then I come pick her up.
What's the long-term plan? Like, she's trying to be like a commercial pilot, or was she gonna?
She's definitely trying to get into aviation and everything else. That's basically the plan. Her plan is basically just do commercial. Basically, she's flying passenger. She doesn't want to fly straight. All right, guys. And she figures she'll make the best out of that situation and go from there.
Funny story. I had a guy ask me, say, I'll pay for your aviation class if you go on a date with me. And I still turned him down.
Wow.
But that was a good time. I thought about flying. I've been skydiving before. However, though, I got a lot of other things I got going on. I'll eventually do it, but I skydived one time. That was enough for me. I don't know how I feel about going in the sky every day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get into it.
Paratroopers do it.
I like the
skydiving is fun. Skydiving is fun. I actually went with a group of friends long time back. One of our friends in our group, she graduated from college. Her cousin was a certified A jumper. invited us out to the spot in South Jersey. We actually went out, did tandems and everything else. One of the groups on the plane with us, this person had to do their 25th jump. I think it takes 25 jumps to become a certified skydiver.
Yeah.
So this person was doing their last jump before they officially became recognized as a skydiver. And when we got into the drop zone after we were done, everyone gathered around. The guy came in, everybody was applauding, all happy. He goes through, people saying hi, they congratulate him, high fiving him. He gets to this bell, rings it 3 times, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose, and he earned his wings, and they threw a party, real big party for him that night.
Oh.
And yeah, so they're very tight. Yeah, skydivers are a very tight knit group. I found out, and some of the coolest people you ever meet too.
Yeah, one time is good enough.
Yeah. I know.
One time? Nah.
One time. I did it once.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I did it once also, but that was a long time ago. But I've been so busy with work trying to get into it. Now I got some time.
Now I'm good.
Yeah.
Night Owl
Look into it. It's not fun.
X7 says, I can smell this live. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Black Proud player, please don't stop because I can see your potential. Please don't let them change you. Peace. Hey, bro, you ain't got to worry about anybody changing me. You got to worry about my ADHD, buddy. I'm crazy man I'm on. That's what you got to worry about. That's
mine's in check. I keep mine in check, okay? So just remember to take your medicine. You'll be all right.
J-Man 2076, Georgia, Kentucky, Google Kentucky, Ashland. Is that the current is that what you was talking about at the 365, J-Man? For that area? Black Man Unfiltered says, Tyrus, is this your new co-host? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see.
I'll tune in.
About that life. She got a lot of shit going on.
I do.
She got a whole private island.
I do.
Well, maybe she comes in for a segment. Like, she don't have to be there for like a 2-hour show. You come in for like 15, 30 minutes. You do your segment, and then you bounce,
Yeah, I'll be graduating with my master's in June.
Oh, congratulations.
I've been working on. Thank you. Hey, Ciroc, you need some claps in the background. Applause
the sound effects.
all the way through.
Do we have sound effects?
Clap for me if you don't want me to have it. Okay?
No, you deserve it. No, you earned it. You earned it. What's your?
You know what I'm don't start with me.
Okay.
I might start with you next week. Next week is definitely going to be.
Man. But I got another show coming up. It's going to be April 11th.
At the island?
No, it's going to be at the it's the Prohibition THC. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They put the audio on there. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay. But yeah, it's going to be at the Prohibition THC. That's what it's called. It's going to be Porter Copperton's Puffin Poetry.
Nice.
Then I got some HBO poets coming. So that's going to be real cool.
Oh, so you do like spoken word?
Yeah, I got a lot of shows. I've done a lot of shows. I was in the Chicago Tribune and everything for having the best Puffin poetry show. It's a dope vibe.
See, that's what you need to do. You need to come on so you have a segment on this show where you just do a spoken word piece and then you bounce.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Maybe even to end the show, Tyrus, she comes on and she just drops one and then that's your closeout right there.
Exactly.
I could drop a couple poems. How often do you do this? It's on what's today? Wednesday? You do this on Wednesday night?
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, do you do this every Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is your third show, right, Tyrus?
Yeah, third or fourth one.
Something like that, give or take.
Okay. You been hitting up some of the Battle Buddies, told them to come on here too? For like a special guest or something?
like Dix and the boys, we just be like, I'll turn on the stream sometimes, but we'll just be gaming. You know what I mean? We'll just be talking shit while we playing like Battlefield or something like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you hear Lisa cussing out Dix in the background all the time. It's just amazing. Yeah.
You sound like
When
you
the
miss
last time
it.
you seen him?
Yo, it's been a hot minute.
I think we should do a reunion. But I don't know who's gonna be in charge of that one and where we gonna meet at, because people be acting like they gonna come and don't bring their biscuit head ass on. Like, say if you ain't coming tonight.
Most of our crew got passports though, so it might not be a problem.
Well, where we gonna meet?
We don't have a lot of Dusties in our crew.
Not too many. Where Kusano at?
Oh man, he
Then he
an
with
ebony.
the swirl, ain't he? He got him an ebony, didn't he?
Yeah, straight chocolate bunny. Yeah, straight in Arizona, something like that. That's all he hey, guys. Yeah, our homeboy Kasada. That's all he messed with. White dude.
Yeah.
6'4" white dude. That's all he messed with.
Yeah.
Chocolate on. I got you.
Yeah.
Let's see. RTKP7NC says Trump is the best president in modern history. Yeah, it's probably the best president. I don't know.
To suck my.
Oh,
You're telling me we need to burn this motherfucker to the ground?
Whatever.
Man. Listen, Tarus, I'm a drop off. Just want to come up and just say hi and just dap you up. Certainly Genesis Silverman. Again, very nice meeting you. Looking forward to seeing you in these spaces. I think you guys have a dynamic, and try and see what you guys can put together. I think you'd be a great addition to the show, and the fact that you guys had a history and your military background and your spoken word, so you got a lot of talent. Don't sit on it.
I got you. Thank you for that. I appreciate
and congrats on your upcoming graduation.
Appreciate that too. I need all that.
Yes. And Anton, again, we're gonna hook up the next month. Again, we got to hook up. Let's grab some. You're probably less than an hour away from me, so we definitely
most likely.
Yeah, you Northern Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I'm in
Turnpike Parkway, whatever.
Right?
Oh, so you about 45 minutes.
X150. Yeah. That's okay.
There you go. All right, so we'll do that soon, and so we'll take it from there. But you guys have a great night, and talk to you next time.
All right, Paul. Catch you later.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Peace. It's always nice chopping it up with Paul, man. I'm glad he came.
That was nice of him to jump on there. I thought I said something. He would be like, "Oh, we gotta get up off here."
You thought
I was like, I said
you
last time.
You thought he was gonna jump down your throat? Was that it?
I don't care about nothing nobody talking about. Ain't nobody paying none of my bill. Nan one of them. Nan one. I don't care about none of that. We be all right.
Where are you trying to go this summer? Where was you headed out this summer on the flight?
We went to Japan.
Nice.
Yeah, I know you went there already. I'm talking about this year.
I was feeling so I wanted to go to like Costa Rica or something, but since all this stuff going on with TSA, I'm not trying to get in Dubai. I'm not trying to get trapped nowhere with no kids. I can't do that. That's not
just responsible. Just give them an MRE. They'll be all right.
Not these gentle parented kids. Not them.
Just remember give them an MRE. You'll be all right. Just remember to grab the jalapeno cheese spread. It'll be good.
No, this is the chili.
No. You don't like jalapeno cheese spread?
No, chili bean. Thank you with the cheese.
I'll take the beef frankfurters. I'll take the chili mac. What else is my favorite? Don't stay away from the vegetarian.
That was
I got stuck with it one time. But if it's chili mac, I'm taking it.
If they have a lawsuit for it, sign us up because I have plenty of those. They still got a lawsuit for everything nowadays. Like, you don't even know.
You have a lawsuit just for having a lawsuit.
Yeah, I think so. They got a lot of them. You even know for
Mhm.
Just For Me curl, they kit, they got a lawsuit on that too right now. I
Really?
know my mama stayed buying them. Yeah.
For what? Whoa!
What?
What happened?
Farms?
Oh, that's why that lawsuit got open. Because it was doing.
Cancer or something. They were saying like it causes
Oh,
something. Then they all
Ooh.
said the baby powder. Did y'all see that one? The baby
Yeah, I
powder.
heard about that one.
That
I heard
one,
about
I
that
was
one.
like, you definitely had baby
So
powder.
yeah, but now they're saying no, don't use baby powder. But yet you still find it on the shelves at any pharmacy.
what was it? Carcinogens or something like that? What they said?
I think so.
I think.
Yeah,
I
but
think
maybe
so.
it's for their feet and not your private areas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think so.
Anyways, guys, what are your final thoughts? We're gonna get up out of here.
Final thoughts on
Anton, go ahead and give us your final thoughts on the topic. Why do smart people believe dumb things?
Wow. Well, this reason I can come up with why smart people believe in dumb things is they're arrogant. They think because they know everything, they think they know everything. And sometimes they don't know shit from China. They're asking from their elbows. They're so busy doing this, they're not doing this. I think that's the reason why. I mean, we've all heard the term, you're so smart, you're stupid. That's the best way to describe people in this type of situation. They're so smart, they're that stupid. And it's shocking too. Because you would think if you know everything, you would take the time to learn even more. But Voltaire said it best. Common sense is not that common. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's all I gotta say. Those are words we're thinking about.
what's the question again, Rock?
Hey, before I ask, hey Anton, thanks for always coming up, man. Thanks again, man.
Not a problem. Genesis, was nice meeting you.
You too.
All right, Tyrus, I'll catch you later, man.
Hell yeah, Anton. Peace, bro. Yeah, Sylvie, what do smart people believe dumb? Why do smart people believe dumb things? It's just your general idea. You know what I mean?
Why do smart people believe in dumb things? Because at one point you had to be dumb to get it right the first time. I mean, you think about how many times they probably told Einstein that was bullshit and it wasn't real, what it actually was. Or Mark Zuckerberg, who created Facebook, or Tesla, or the Wright brothers. They never believed it, but it actually existed at one point. So you always give people a chance anyway. I would think so, but hey, makes sense.
That does. That's cool. That makes that does make sense. You know what I mean? Give people a shot. I don't know about how many multiple chances they should get, but you know.
I mean, hell, they got an electric car and robots. Did you see new robot? I'm gonna give me one for the crib. I'm gonna try it out. I want to see. I want to see if it works. If it can wash my dishes, make my bed. $200. I think it'll be a good experiment.
Yo, what if it could roll up for us?
Oh man. Well, he have a job every day of the week. I would carry him all in the stores with me, holding his hand, everything. Come on, help me get this cart over here. No, don't tie me. I'll be on it.
All right, guys. My final thoughts tonight is, you know, in America specifically, intelligent people, smart people will believe in dumb things just to not be ostracized by their team, by their tribe. Right? You got to toe the company line. Sometimes people will say the company line just so they ain't even got to deal with shit.
That's
Some
true.
people will go the opposite way just to be agents of chaos. Right? But unfortunately, the main thing we got to do, guys, is when we're talking about policies, when we're talking about economics, when we're talking about real infrastructure things, the numbers don't lie. Right? Intelligent people don't choose sides when it comes to basic neutral things. Again, we talked about it earlier. There is nothing liberal or conservative about fixing our roads and bridges. There is nothing liberal or conservative about universal health care and making sure people are taken care of in this country. Right? But just because you choose one side, all of a sudden, well, now the government must run everything, or companies must run everything. Even if, again, guys, we remove the parties and we end up agreeing on a lot more things than we disagree on. So just remember that, guys. It's a lot of nuance in there, but tonight was really fun. Sylvie, thanks for hopping up. Anton, thanks for hopping up. Mr. Paul, Mr. Bennett, thank you for hopping on. Blackman Unfiltered. Again, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hosting the show for us. Thank you again, brother, for hosting and let me do this pod up here. Make sure you go to like and share my channel at Tyrus05 right here on YouTube. And we'll catch you next week. Sylvie, go ahead and just stay on the stream even when the thing plays. But yeah, guys, you guys have a good night. Peace.